Hey everyone, Token Dave over here, a dorky token black guy who's just trying to get by. And welcome to another edition of The Lowdown. Here, I give a quick review of a recent movie that has just come out, and today I'm going to give you all the lowdown on Solo, a Star Wars story. Han Solo is a street urchin from Corellia who is living under the thumb of a vicious gangster. When Han and his companion are attempting to escape Corellia and the gangster's thumb, Han's companion is captured, thus causing Han to interact with the Imperial Army and a band of outlaws to earn some money to find his way back to Corellia to rescue his companion. This is a movie no one wanted. Anyone as a Star Wars fan did not want a Han Solo movie, primarily because we got enough of his story in the movies. Now, unlike most people, I actually read the Han Solo Adventures and the Lando Calrissian Adventures way back in the day. I was a preteen when I read those. And quite honestly, there are a lot of things that I did forget from those novels since we're going over 20 years since I read those novels. However, watching this movie, I was pleasantly surprised to see that they actually did recall some things that I read from those novels, and I was pleasantly surprised about that. The main thing that I was surprised with was A, they actually got his home planet right. B, they actually did his meeting of Chewie right, because I thought they were going to drastically change that, and they didn't. Thank you, Lord. And C, I thought that they were going to try to retcon his involvement in the Imperial Army. So all those three aspects are in there. Excellent. Alden Ehrenreich as young Han Solo is surprisingly spot on. This is how I envisioned Wet Behind the Ears Han Solo to be, and you can actually see him maturing to the Harrison Ford level of New Hope, so that was pleasantly surprising. I will have to say that everyone praising Danny Glover as Lando Calrissian, not to say that he didn't do a good job, because he did, but saying that he was the best part of the movie, that was a stretch. But I will say that the interaction between Alden Ehrenreich and Danny Glover, was excellent. So basically, those two were just flat out awesome, and the chemistry was on point. If they do decide to do another Star Wars movie with those two at their younger periods, I am glad for it, and I'm in. And of course, the bromance between Han and Chewie was on full display, so you got to see the root of that, which was awesome. I will have to say that, while they were not in the movie as much, I did enjoy Woody Harrelson was in the movie the whole way, and I did enjoy the role that he played, but he kind of phoned it in. He phoned it in here and there, but to be honest, Woody Harrelson phoning in something, is still freaking awesome, and I keep forgetting if his name is, Bill Bentley or Richard Bentley, but the guy that played Vision, whom is actually like the lead antagonist in this movie, he was awesome. So I'm just seeing a lot of people drinking haterade. But that's not to say that this movie is all grand, because this movie is not for everyone. When people think Star Wars, they think galactic space battles, and they were probably expecting something similar like that. And if you were, you did not pay close enough attention to Han Solo himself, because Han Solo is basically that cowboy. So we weren't going to get anything grand in here. We were actually supposed to get what we got, a Western. And this is what this was. This was a space Western. Now, have there been space Westerns done before? Yes. Particularly, I think of Josh Whedon when he did Firefly and Serenity. That was the best example of a space Western. And guess what? That was on a lower budget, which, yeah, this movie is not doing well in the box office, primarily because they put way too much money in here, and they really didn't need to. So we have good performances in this movie, but the Western aspect, as well as the crime film and hood movie, yes, you heard me correctly, there are some hood film elements sprinkled in here that, can actually, it's not for everyone. because these movies they have some action sprinkled out here and there, but when you're dealing with the character interaction, it's meh, which people could find very slow. So I have to say that this movie is not for everyone. It's a watch. It's an enjoyable watch, but it is not going to blow your socks off. This is something that I could actually recommend you either rent on Blu-ray or DVD or even buy, because that's what this is. This is not one of those movies you should see in a giant screen. You know, it's fairly mediocre. So while I did enjoy myself, you know, I found the performances of Alden Ettridge, Danny Glover cool and all, and I loved their interaction. And well, I have to say this, that droid, that extreme leftist droid, yeah, that went a little too far. That was going into, like, you know, Black Revolution territory, which could be insulting, you know, and way, way too over-the-top SJW, if you ask me. Overall, good characters, wishy-washy pacing, a giant world that was really a world bigger than it needed to be, because even though this spanned galaxies, this was a very grounded movie. Everyone, Star Wars, Solo, a Star Wars movie, is cool. It's not for everyone. It can be slow at times, but I still recommend you guys seeing this, but watch this on DVD, Blu-ray, or rental. Agree? Disagree? Drop me a comment below, give me a like, follow me on Facebook at Token Dave, or on Twitter at TokenDave80, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when a new video loads. But until then, this has been Token Dave, your dorky token black guy who's just trying to get by. I'll catch all of you later.